Hello everyone, Jim Hodges here, Rudy here. Rudy is a rescue pup, found a very lucky home to go into. He's a little over 10 months of age, happy, friendly. Probably his biggest issues that he came in with are liking to chew things around the house and getting distracted. And when we have dogs, any dog, distraction is a part of life, especially if they've got that instinct for birds and butterflies and squirrels and things like that. I don't have a problem with it. I do have a problem that when I ask my dog to do something, they need to do it, even if they're distracted, okay? They need to be having one ear on me, one eye on me. They can still do the things that they need. I don't want to take away that instinct. That's something that really motivates dogs, but they do need to listen when I ask them to do things. So how do we do that? We provide a consequence in the moment. If it happens once, we know it's going to happen, and we see those situations that create distraction, and we set our dog up to learn through them, and then praise big time when they respond. And I use a combination of hand signals and audible signals. That's it. The chewing are things that our obedience helps to square away as long as we're aware. What do I mean by that is when our dog's chewing something they don't like, because they learn what no is, they learn what a consequence is, we tell them no and give them a consequence and start to understand, oh, that's just like obedience. I'm not supposed to do that anymore. And then the flip side of that is when they go to something that they're going to chew, if they're seeing a distraction and they look at it and then come back to you, that's a praise moment. I know that sounds weird, but when they don't do something that they normally do that you don't like, and they focus on you, we praise them. We want them to understand that that's what makes us happy, and we go from there. Other than that, I'm just going to work through the obedience routine, watch what I do, okay? Watch how I handle it. If I need to add something in it as well, I'll do it. Hey, Rudy. Rudy sometimes likes treats, sometimes doesn't. It's just a matter of who he is that day, but we're going to go with it. I'm going to give him a treat. If that doesn't work, remember what I call about praise: words, touch, treat, toy, positive emotion. As many of those in the moment as we can. All right, let's go, Rudy. Atta boy. So our let's go command is walking with us. Okay? Something got on his butt. You see him got it. He turned right around and go. His job is to watch me. My job is not to walk him. He can't pull anymore in life, okay? So what does that mean? That means if he starts to go away from my side, I'm going to tap the leash back to my side. Remember what I said. We're not going to hold up, in other videos, we're not going to hold the leash tight. It's important to be loose, okay? Good boy. And if he starts to do something, we're just going to tap him right back to our side. We're going to say or no, back to our side. Let's go. And then good boy if he's doing it. Let's go. So we turn and we change directions. You know, we can jog. He's going to keep up with it. We can slow down. See how he slowed down when I did that? Very good. Sit. Atta boy. Sit means sit. I ask him to sit. He has to sit. If he doesn't, I'm going to tap the leash straight up above his head and tell him no, sit. And then when he does it, I'm going to come back and give him a little bit of praise. If he popped up out of it, I would do the same thing. No, sit. If it happens once, it's going to happen again and again. Be ready for that as a trainer so you can be prepared for him to react in a way that you don't like, so you can immediately teach him what you do like. I don't know if you notice, he really likes to focus. We want to praise our dog when they focus all the time. Now, watch what I do. He's still there. I'm actually going to pull a treat out. Watch. He sees a little ant. Atta boy. But I spoke him. He came right here. My hands are right here. I'm teaching him to focus on me. That's for the break. And you notice I move back with it, getting that excitement. See his tail wagging back and forth? We are also, by doing that, developing the come command. One thing I tell my clients is when they do the break, when they do the come, we don't hold our hands out here, especially for a dog that gets distracted. We have our hands out here. They come to our hand. He sees a squirrel or butterfly. We may have lost him just then, okay? We keep him so he's focusing on us. Let's go. Good boy. So that's the sit. You saw the hand signal. Okay, sit. Good. Down. Atta boy. Good boy. So I'm going to give him a treat. You see how I gave him that treat? Good boy. I gave him the treat, came up and pat him, loved him, good words. Okay, buddy, sit. If he did not down then, or if he popped up, I would have tapped the, here's his head, no, down, right. Then I would make a point of knowing what to do with that. That hand signal from the side was with my arm extended out to the side, okay? Good boy. That's the down signal from in front, so we can see it. Good boy. You see that, the come? I'm gonna give him a late treat, so now I'm giving him a late treat for sitting and holding it for a second. Good boy, break. But if I wanted to, and I was gonna reward that come, as soon as he came to me and sat, I would have paid him off and told him, good boy. That's a piece of lamb lung. For those of you out there, I'm getting ready to circle back around, and I'm gonna have 4 different treats online on Amazon through my store that are all single ingredient treats. Not trying to put a plug in, but single ingredients mean no byproducts, no chemicals, just the meat, if you will. Chicken, lamb, and beef segments that are being done. So, but he came to me, he sat. That's what I'm gonna want out of the come command. I told him to come. This is the hand signal. He comes, he sits in front of me, boom. Now, if we were off leash, because this is a big thing for Rudy's family, they want him to come to them. You know, that's so hard to do, off leash. So how do we do it? We never ask our dog to come unless we know they're gonna come. We say, well, that's Mark, Jim, come on, you can talk better than that. No, that's true, because we wanna lay the groundwork for them to come anytime we ask. So a couple of things. First of all, we never call our dog to us and punish them or do anything that might be a negative. Second thing is, when we do call them, in the beginning, we want to have them already in movement coming towards us, okay? I know that sounds crazy, but think about it. If he's already running to us, she's already running to us, what's that state of mind? Very happy. So when they're happy, I'm gonna back up like this, and I'm gonna tell them, good puppy, come. And when they get to me, I'm gonna pay them off, okay? We gotta do that hundreds of times. We do it inside, we do it outside, and we don't start at 50 yards away, we start a few feet away. So watch. Hey, Rudy, come. Notice I didn't say come, break. Pretend like that was off leash or there was a long line dragging. I didn't tell him to come until he had started committing to come. We start at short distances, gradually get bigger. Real good thing to do when you're in the house. Just calling him from one room to another. But don't tell him to come unless he's coming. Remember, if he comes to you, we're not going to provide any kind of negative there, okay? So we've done the DOWN from front and back, from front and side. You saw the hand signals. We've done the SIT. We've done the COME. Now we're going to, let's go. And we've done the let's go. Now we're going to do the place. Good boy. My hand's there. I'm telling him where to go, and you saw he ran to get on the bed. As soon as he got on the bed, I could praise him. Atta boy. His job is to get on the bed and stay on the bed. He can do that for a couple hours at a time, okay? Another thing about distance there. In the beginning, I brought him all the way up to the bed. I walked with him, told him place. As soon as his 4-foot hit on, I gave him a treat and told him how great he was. Words, touch, treat, toy, positive emotion. I know that sounds crazy, but we want to create that bond, because when he's off leash, we have nothing but our bond and our past actions with him. And then gradually, as he starts to hit it, because this is how I used to do it, now you see I'm a few feet away and point, he flies to the bed. Why? Because it's a happy thing. When he gets on the bed, he can lay down, sit down, stand up, read a book. I don't care what he does, he can't chew on the bed. I'll bite him for that, that's a consequence. No place if it happened, but he's got to stay there. If he was to walk off the bed, I would tap him back to the bed. We start with letting drag in the leash, so we have a way of controlling. No, place, good boy, and then we go back to what we were doing. It's just that simple. It takes repetition to do it, takes positive repetition to do it, and yes, we have to consequence, but you know my consequence, Rudy's mom and dad. We're not here to hurt him, we're here to communicate just the way other dogs do, touch in the pack, okay? Let's go. Another thing that we like to do is have him get up on things, to load up into the car or what have you. Here we go. Load up. Up. Atta boy. Good boy. Break. Good. Good boy. I use the same hand signal for load up or hup that I do for the place command, okay? Sit, good. Next command or final command is the heel command. The heel command, he's right here beside us, okay? My hand, heel. I'll take a few steps, I'll stop, he sits, he holds it. Heel. So watch, I'm gonna change direction. His job is to come right back up into the box. Way to go. Why did I say way to go? He did the heel like I wanted, break. But more importantly, did you see how he was watching me while he was doing it? The heel is basically a box. He's right here beside us. We're trying to keep him in that box. And when we're walking, we tell him to heel, he's in the box. If he gets out of the box, we tap him up, encourage him, or we bite him, whatever the case may be. No, and then we repeat the command, heel, good boy when we're there. And when we stop, he sits automatically, okay? So, heel. Whoops, I about fell over, good boy. And then he holds the heel when we're done. Break. Ah, boy, no trick. Here, I give you one. Right here. And another little game I play as we're wrapping up is when we have him on a leash or not, and he's excited, he likes the treats or what have you, I'll do a lot of back it up. Ah, boy, good boy, be careful. Now, if he'd have jumped on me, I would have bit him. And if he did it once, I would expect it again. But you see how encouraging that is? That can be with a toy, a treat, or just yourself, okay? Just that simple. Life is supposed to be fun, all right, for you and for him. Make it that way. All of us like to be praised for what we do at work or at home or in the family. They're no different. You're going to see tremendous results when you praise good behavior. But if he does something once that you don't like, he's going to do it again, and you've got to get in front of it and be ready to bite it, such as the chewing. Okay? You know, if you need me, I'm here, or Rachel's here forever, as long as we live, of course, to help. No charge for follow-ups. We want you to have a wonderful life together. And I know we've affected thousands of people at this point in time by doing that. And it's not because we're great, it's because we understand dog training, we understand behavior, the science of it, as well as the other motivating factors that cause a dog or drives to cause them to do what we do. But it's the owners too. The owners make this commitment to do this, okay? So they can become a pack, they can do it. It's not gonna happen by itself. You have to get involved. And that's where we are to help get it started if you're busy, and to help finish it once you have your dog at home and living life. I wish you guys so much success. You know I'm here if you need me. You pick up the phone and give me a call, 336-945-3232. For the others, HodgesDogTraining.com. My new treats will be out hopefully by the end of June on Amazon, and we'll have them here. Not trying to sell you, I want to make you aware. I think they're wonderful treats and we don't have to worry about the byproducts. And I appreciate all of you. You guys have a great summer and God bless. Bye-bye.